imagine this, guys. It's a Sunday, right? True for church. True from Bamtown, right? He's holding my bag in his left hand. He's wearing this nice suit, or maybe not a suit. Okay, yes, a suit, right? He's wearing this nice suit, or maybe he's wearing just jeans and a t-shirt, right? He's chubby, right? He's holding my bag in his left hand, and he's holding me, my hand, in his right hand, and we are working together on his hand to Chibok Church. That's it. Like, I personally believe that if I get married to a guy who serves in the music ministry in church, every Sunday will be a good day for us. Like, and if he leaves. Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Fancy. If it is your first time on this channel, welcome. I feel like singing, but I can't sing because there's this friend of mine. Whenever I sing in public, this friend of mine will come up to me and be like, "Child, you should stop singing in public. Don't sing in public, please." And I'm like, I cannot not sing in public because singing is like my superpower. Like, guys, I love singing and I know I can't sing, but if you're new here, hi, my name is Fadzi. I am crazy. I am fun. I have energy. I don't even know what to do with the energy that I have, and I'm amazing. Wow, and I'm amazing. If you're a returning viewer, if you're a returning subscriber, you already know the vibes. Like, you already know the vibes. I love you. Thank you so much for allowing me to be crazy on your screen, and thank you so much for watching this. I love and appreciate it. Today, guys, I'm here to tell you guys about the men that I want. I'm going to tell you guys about the men that I want. It does not necessarily mean the men that I have now. The men that I have now, wow. It does not necessarily mean that he's the man that I have now. But I'm just telling you about the men that I want. You know why? Because today my hormones were just on a level, like on a whole different level. And instead of craving food, I was craving a man. And I was craving my husband, as if I've met him, as if I've seen him before. Like, I just felt the need to have my husband around. I just wanted him there. I wanted him to cook for me. I wanted him to buy me marshmallows. I wanted him to give me a food rub. I just wanted to be in his presence. Like, I just needed that man. But I don't know where that man is. I don't know where that man is, and I'm not even sure if he was feeling the same way today. So I then just thought, you know what, let me tell those people, let me tell those 600 people, those 600 amazing people about the men that I want. This does not necessarily mean that he's the man that I'm gonna get married to. It also does not necessarily mean that he's the man that God has in store for me. But I'm just here to tell you. Remember those my auto books that we used to write when we were still kids, that had your name, your surname, your age, your favorite song, your ideal boyfriend, and stuff like that. Yes, I'm here to bring that to life. So I want to tell you guys about the men that I want. I was talking about the men that I want. I asked people on my WhatsApp a few weeks ago, it was a few days ago, but guys, if I actually post a video about the men that I want, would you actually watch it? And people were like, yeah, we would watch it. So I'm just here to humana and tell you about the men that I fantasize about. First things first, my man has to be chubby. Like, yo. Yes, my man is chubby. Like, I want my man to have flesh. I don't want him to be masculine. I don't like muscle, because with me, muscle, it feels like stone. Like, ndikabata muscle suga, and the feeling in ndakabata mundu, the feeling in ndakabata dombo, and I don't want that. I want a person that I can hold and I can still feel like I'm holding a person. I want to sleep on his chest and feel the chest. Like, I want a man. I want someone who's chubby, not fat, but sexy chubby. You know that chubby kuti hana zi pot belly remember so. But anika pot belly kare se anika pot belly kare cute, kare nice. Yes, I want that type of pot belly. I want a pot belly kuti when he's wearing a tie, right? It's not like bent like this. His tie is slightly bent, but it's not big. That's the type of chubby that I'm talking about. And then I want him to be tall. I want him to be taller than me. You know what? I want to hug him, right? And I want my head to be on his chest. So much that when it's resting on him like that. That's what I want. And I feel like it's easier for when we then get to cuddle, right? Because I'll be sleeping on his chest and we'll probably be watching a movie, and it's easy rather than for him to be like my height. I'll then have to shrink, and no, I just need him to be taller than me, not extremely like tall. I just want when I'm standing, I want my head to be able to just be on his shoulder, like, hey babe, and then he'll be like, hey my love, and I'm like, I missed you. And then hair wise, I honestly don't mind what his hair would look like, but I'm not too sure I would want him to have my locks. Why? Because for me, no matter how clean your hair or whatever, I don't like hair. But what I would want him to have is a nice cute haircut. You know that haircut that says I'm mature, I'm motivated, but I'm also playful. That's the haircut that I want. That's the haircut that I want him to have, like a nice cute little something. So like I was saying, his beard situation, like if he's to have a beard, it has to be like clean. Like there's a beard that I see every day, and that beard that I see, it has just set standards for the other beards that I might have to accept in my life. Like sure, I can't get into detail because that person will know that I'm talking about their beard, but that beard is like so amazing. So if my man wants to have a beard, it has to be like well slick cut and whatnot. But I'd also want him to be like, at some point he cuts it off and it's just his skin, and I could just get him and be like, hey babe. And then the days in, I'd want to be like, hi babe. But also I think a beard is irritating because now when his face is like so close to me, you get. But anyway, that's another story for another day. So we said he has to be chubby, he has to be tall, he has to have a really nicely cute haircut, he has to have a beard if he wants to. If he doesn't want to, if he wants ear piercings, he can get them. I honestly don't mind, because I know at some point I'm gonna be like, I want to pierce my ear for the second time and I want to get a nose ring. So I'm not really particular about ear piercings, right? And then tattoo wise, I don't want him to have drawings. Like no, don't. He doesn't have to have drawings. If he has tattoos, his tattoos have to be like meaningful. They have to be words for me to appreciate them and to like them. And they have to be faith words or something that really means so much to him. Or maybe it's his mom's name or it's his birthday or something like that. I don't want it to be like a drawing of a dragon or whatever. No, that freaks me out. So my men won't have tattoos, right? That's good. Profession wise, right? I would say I want him to be a lawyer. I don't know why. I think there's something nice, cute and sexy about a man who wears a suit and he has this nice bag going on and he's going to the court to kill some ass. Like, did I say that? Wow. I'd want him to be a lawyer. I'd also want him to be able to sing. Let me say this. I'm gonna say this so loudly and I'm gonna say this so publicly. I have a thing for male musicians. Well, not every male musician, but I have a thing for a guy who sings. Not only does he just sing, like sing. If he sings for the Lord, like, yo, listen. I've also realized that, like, all of the serious relationships that I've had, or the guys that I've so like went all out for, in my life, they were somehow involved in music. For starters, the guy that broke my heart, I spoke about my worst heartbreak in one of these videos. Please look for it, you enjoy it. I was in Form 4. He was a DJ at school, right? The second guy, he played the instruments in church, and he was also a musician. I'm pretty sure now he's like a junior pastor or something. And then the third guy, he sang in one of the biggest choirs in this country, in Zimbabwe. Like, and then the fourth guy, I can't. There's something about a guy who holds his mic, stand in front of a church or stand in front of a crowd, and then he'll be like, let's lift up our hands to the Lord. Ish. Me, I'll just be like, it's okay, God, it's fine, I see you. Like, I personally believe that if I get married to a guy who serves in the music ministry in church, every Sunday will be a good day for us. Like, and if he leaves, because one thing about me is I'm a sucker for worship. Like, if there's good sound, if there's good vocals and like, I get so soaked in worship so much that I'll even forget where I am, right? And then imagine if I'm a worshiper like that, and then my husband, he needs worship. I'm a good girl. I am a gone girl. Like, I am a gone girl. Yes, guys, I have a thing for guys who sing. Okay, that's it. Like, Sunday will be a very good day for us, I promise you. Like, yay. So he's chubby, he's tall, he's a lawyer, he sings, particularly in church. Yes, he can have his own singing career where he has his songs and whatnot, but as long as vocally he can. I remember this one guy once told me that. He's like to me, okay, so this other guy once did a whole album for me and Junior won't stop singing the songs till now. I think about 4 or 5 years later, Junior first time I can't finish the song, but yeah, there was a whole album that was produced at some point for me. And then the other guy now then told me that, do you know, Kuti, if I try and write you a love song, it would probably sound like a gospel song. But anyway, yes, I have a thing. So I want a man who sings. I want a man who sings. He has to be vocally better than me, because then I'm the worst musician ever. Like, I am everything music deaf, but I'll still sing on top of my voice. Okay, I think I've overemphasized on that. And then his English has to be on point. His English, it has to be like over the bar. Like, I have a thing for a guy who can speak English for 2 minutes without even thinking twice. My English is not as perfect as it's supposed to be, but somehow, okay, here's the thing. So my brother, the first male figure in my life after my dad was my brother. My brother was more involved in my life growing up more than my dad was. And I remember this one time, my brother was like to me, he was speaking to me in English. I think I was in grade 4, grade 3. And I'm like, why are you speaking to me in English? And then he's like, so that when a nigga comes and is speaking to you in Shona or in Dewele and he wants to ask you out, you're gonna be like, nah, you know my class. My brother speaks to me in English. And I think that stuck with me. Like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. He has to have a dope English tone. He has to have a dope English accent. And another thing about him is he has to be born again. There are not two ways about it. He has to be born again, because how can I trust you with my life when you don't trust God with your own life? Okay, maybe you trust God, but in even the levels of which that I trust God at, they probably might not be in sync with the levels that you trust God at. So he has to be born again, and in him being born again, he at least has to be able to stand in front of people and defend his beliefs in God, right? He has to be able to be confident about his beliefs. He has to be confident about who God is to him, and he has to have his own relationship with God before he has a relationship with me. Because how can I trust a man with my life when he doesn't trust in God, and when I trust God? For me, it just doesn't make sense. Silly hair, go back. For me, it just doesn't make sense. So he has to be born again. That's like a no-brainer. He has to understand kuti tinunamat. He has to understand kuti tunachagamari. He has to understand. Because another thing about me, I love going kuma concerts. Like, my going out is going to a Zimpre's concert. What's this choir? What's the name of my favorite choir? What's the name of... I forgot their name. How do I forget my favorite choir's name? Wow. Anyway, you should know who is this girl, Kukanzi. What's that other name? What's that other choir's name? Wakaimba. Oh, worship culture. Yes, he has to know that if there's a worship culture concert, I want to go. Like, he has to understand those dynamics. And so if he's not born again, then what's the point? I cannot be having a man who will call me and be like, I want to take you out, and then he's taking me to a bar. Not that anything is wrong with going to a bar, no, but for me, I'd rather have you take me to church than take me to a bar. You get? So, and then another thing that my man is supposed to have, my man is supposed to be a reader. Because I'm not a reader, guys. I'm not a reader. I'm a visual person. Probably that's the reason why I never had a blog and I have a YouTube channel, because I like watching stuff. So he has to be able to read, because one of us, he has to be wise, and I believe there's a lot of wisdom that you can get from reading books, and then I'm not a reader, so he has to be able to read. Another thing about him is he has to have what they call PDA. There's something about a man who will hold your handbag on his left hand, and then he'll hold your hand in his right hand, and then he walks with you. I can't express it enough. Imagine this, guys. It's a Sunday, right? True for church. True from Bamtown, right? He's holding my bag in his left hand. He's wearing this nice suit, or maybe not a suit. Okay, yes, a suit, right? He's wearing this nice suit, or maybe he's wearing just jeans and a t-shirt, right? He's chubby, right? He's holding my bag in his left hand, and he's holding my hand in his right hand, and we are working together on his hand to Chibak Church. That's it. Like, I'll be a good girl. Like, what more would I want? What more would I need? Like, what more would I even pay for? Huh? And anyway, the other thing that my man is supposed to, the other thing that I want rather in a man, he has to have money, and he has to have a plan. I don't mean by money he has to have like thousands and millions. Yes, that would be an added advantage, but guys, I've dated broke guys before, and I have been all for this. We built together, what story. But now I'm 25. Like, no, I'm over that. A man should, like, you know why I say that? Because when God created man, he said he's the provider. You get? So whether we're still dating, whether we are married, I personally feel like, as a girl, God did not say I should provide. God said I should help, and God said I should submit, right? So now then, when you then expect me to provide, do you not feel like pane principle yakagadzwa na Maria tiri kukanganisa? Because I remember in some relationship I tried providing, and was I not overwhelmed? Did I not die? Did I not switch off and switch out? But anyway, so yeah, he has to have money. I'm not saying yes, he has thousands and whatnot, but he should have money that is able to take care of him. I'm not saying he should be able to take care of me. I have my mother who does that, and I can take care of myself. But he should have money that will keep him like above the line. Like if he's not even floating, guys, indoda maybe limal finishing Clara. And also he should have a plan. You should have a plan that's work, not a plan you could see I want to start building a house next year. No, if it's a plan you could see there is a foundation. Now I'm doing this, now I'm doing that, now I'm doing that. That's the type of man that I want. What else needs to be talked about? Oh, he has to love his mom. He has to be a family man. That's a no-brainer. And he has to be fun. Like, I don't know how best I can emphasize this. He has to be like, you see the Brendan Praise type of fun. You see the, what's this guy's name? Kabelo's husband. I think it's called Moho something on Instagram. You see that fun like that. He adds this extra mess because guys, I'm a fun person. I'm sure you know that. I'm a fun person, and I need someone who just accentuate the right word. Who just make everything make sense. But anyway, that is the type of man that I want. Above everything else, guys, I think the takeaway from all of this is the man that I want should be a musician. Like, if you're a musician, I can compromise everything else. I'm not gonna watch Tora Shona, but you're gonna queen, but Tinoaru Biza. Because also another thing, I can't sing, I'm a dancer, I can't dance, I'm a talker, right? So I just feel like ish. Anyway.